This report which you are seeing is my ADHD evaluation report. On 11th July, I got to know about ADHD, and by 27th July, I had this report in my hand. I must say I am very lucky because it just took me 16 days to get this report, whereas for people, it takes years to get this evaluation done. Hi everyone, this is Srija. Today's video is going to be really personal. I will be sharing my ADHD diagnosis journey and what led me to even consider ADHD, how the testing process went, and what happened after I finally got the results. But at first, a quick disclaimer. I am neither a psychologist nor a psychiatrist. I am just sharing my own journey. If you can really relate to what I say, then the best thing you can do is to consult a professional. So I will divide this journey into three parts. Pre-diagnosis, what made me think I might have ADHD. Diagnosis, the process, the tests, and what actually happened. Post-diagnosis, how I felt and what came after. This part is interesting. Sometimes failure or rejection lead us to answers we did not know we were searching for. At work, I had this professional exam that happens twice a year. I attempted it 4 times and failed every single time. The last attempt was in June, and this time I had worked really hard. By the word hard, I mean I gave 2 weeks of dedicated preparation to this exam. But while writing the exam, I already knew I was not going to pass. And it broke me. So I sat down with myself and asked, why do I keep failing? And the answer was not new. It was not that I could not understand or could not grasp the concept, but the answer was I never started preparing early. 6 months of time, and I would only sit to study a week before the exam or just before the exam day. And honestly, this has been my story since childhood. I always thought this is just laziness which everybody else struggles with, but this time I wanted to dig deeper. Why can't I start like others? That's when I stumbled upon adult ADHD. For one entire day, I saw 20-25 videos, and as I was reading through the symptoms, I felt like somebody had written my life story. I was thinking, why didn't I search about this earlier? Each and every symptom matched with me. Not the hyperactive kind people imagine, but the inattentive type, where your body looks calm, but your mind keeps racing. And I was like, that's me. That's exactly me. And then, as if the universe was helping me, the very next day, my father had a doctor's appointment at Woodlands Hospital, Kolkata. So I went with him and booked myself a psychiatrist consultation. When I met the doctor, I told her straight away, I think I have ADHD. Now here's where I was lucky. Many people get dismissed right here, but my doctor, she actually listened. Then she asked me a lot of questions about my symptoms and I answered them honestly. Then she said something which I'll never forget. She told, it could be ADHD or it may not be ADHD. But if you are doubtful, you can get it tested. In India, it's not legal to prescribe ADHD medication without an official diagnosis. She did not dismiss me. She validated me. Honestly, she felt God sent. Then she told me there are only 2 places in Kolkata from where you can get your official ADHD diagnosis done. First one is Raja Bazar Science College, which is the government one. And the second one is Caring Minds International, which is the private one. So the government one is less costlier, but they take a lot of time to generate your report. But the private one, which is the Caring Minds International, is costlier, but they give you a report within a week. But here's something very important. You just can't walk into these places and ask for an ADHD assessment. You have to have a valid doctor's prescription where the doctor suggested an ADHD assessment. And as you know, My ADHD brain hates waiting, so I opted for caring minds. The very next day, I called them and asked them that I want to get my ADHD test done, and then showed my doctor's prescription. And they told it would take 2 days, 2 sessions, 2 hours each for the ADHD assessment to be done. So I booked it on 17th and 18th July from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it costed me around 3,500, which included both IQ test as well as ADHD assessment. When I entered the center, the assessment started, and my psychologist, the clinical psychologist, started questioning me, gave me puzzles, memory tasks, and she asked me over 100 questions. So there's no way anyone can fake it. They check each and every parameter from multiple angles. So there's no way anyone can get misdiagnosed. So on the very first day of assessment, that was on 17th, after the assessment, I came back home, and in the evening, my clinical psychologist gave me a call and told that she wanted to speak to either of my parents. So I gave my mom's number to her. She called her. She asked a lot of questions, kind of validated whatever I said. And my mom said she noticed nothing because I was good in studies. That's the mistake every parent does. They think if their child is good in studies, then everything is okay. But ADHD is so much deeper than academics. So as I told, I had booked 2 sessions, 2 hours each, but my assessment actually went for 3 hours for both the days. Then on 18th, when my final assessment was over, the psychologist told me that your assessment is over and you will get your report within a week. By 25th, I could not wait anymore. I called Caring Minds and they said my report was ready. On 27th, I went there on Sunday and to get the report. My psychologist handed me the report and told, you have been diagnosed with ADHD inattentive type. And then 26 years of frustration, self-doubt, and suffering, I cried. It finally made sense. And then on the very same day, I went back to my psychiatrist with the report. She saw it, confirmed it, and then prescribed therapy and medication. But getting that medication in India was a separate challenge altogether, which I will be sharing in my next video. So that's it about my ADHD diagnosis journey in India. It started with a failure in an exam, but it led me to answers which I had been searching my entire life. If you have also felt that your brain works differently, then please don't ignore it. Sometimes the answers are right there in front of us. You just have to take the first step. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. If you have any questions, you can comment below, or you can reach out to my social media handles, which is there in the description.